Okay, I'm back. Did you figure out it would take 15 minutes for that plane to land? I hope you did. All right, our notes for today. Writing equations of lines in point-slope form. This is a new one. We've done slope-intercept form, or the mx plus b form. Now we're going to add a new one to your repertoire of equations. So at first, this looks a little confusing. This y minus y1, well, that's a subscript. That just means it's a value of y. M, we know that, slope. And the x1, again, that's a subscript again, just meaning a value of x. So x1, y1 is going to be a point that they give you, that your line goes through. So this is called point-slope form because that's exactly what you'll be getting. A point and a slope. Okay, let's take a look at this. Write the equation of a line in point-slope form. I like to always highlight the form I'm using. With slope of 3, let me write that down, and going through the point 1, 3. Well, I know x is 1, y is 3. So that's my x1 and my y1. Okay, now I'm going to go use my point-slope form. So like I said, at first it looks a little intimidating, but I think in the long run you'll find that this is actually a shortcut. Because all you have to do is a series of substitutions. We go to write our line. This y value, that's not going to change. It always stays y. The y1, we substitute in the number 3. The slope also is 3 in this equation. This x always stays x. And then we're going to substitute in for x1 the number 1. And then we're done. This is the equation in point-slope form. Okay, we're going to try a few more together. This time the slope is 2, and it passes through the point 3, 5. Okay, so again, I'm going to write out my equation. The first time you learn a new equation, or anything new, you should tell somebody it 5 times to keep it in your memory. I'm going to write it 5 times. Y minus y1 equals the slope x minus x1. Okay, plugging it in. Y minus x1, y1, 5 equals the slope x minus, in place of x1, I'm going to put 3. Done. I'm going to let you try the next one first. Okay, let's see. Y minus, I'm going to use the number 9 because that's my y1 value, equals the slope. This time it's negative. It must be a line going down. And you might have stopped here. X minus negative 4. Well, you know from previous explanations or examples that 2 negatives in a row become a positive. So I'm going to rewrite that as negative 4 x plus 4. Good job. Give you a moment to try this one. Okay, we have y minus negative 10 equals the slope. What's nice about these equations is any slope, it could be the most intimidating fraction, like 7 over 11. Don't have to worry about it because you can just leave it, the slope, as is. Okay, notice I got a bunch of double negatives here. I'm going to go ahead and make those positive. That's 1/2 x plus 1. Ooh, passing through the point 0, 0. Well, that's going through my origin. Well, I could write y minus 0 equals the slope x minus 0. But I think more often you would probably just see that as y equals 1x, meaning you started at the origin and went up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. Okay, in the last 4 examples, or 5 I should say, we gave you what the slope is. Now I'll give you the graph and you have to find the slope. Okay, pick the 2 points, draw your right triangle, count 1, 2, 3, your rise is 3, run is 2. So I'm going to put that right here. Remember, your slope is your rise over your run. Now, this time, we're going to find a point that it goes through. You can find any point. However, like, I'm not going to pick that point right there because I'm not sure what that is exactly. Or that one right there. Don't know what that is exactly. Pick a point that'll make it easy for you. Maybe I'll pick this one here. That's -2, 0. Maybe I should write that over here. -2, 0. You can pick any point you want. You could also use the y-intercept if you'd like. That would be the point 0, 3, right there. Okay, we're going to do our substitution in. Y minus y1 value is 0 equals my slope, 3/2, parentheses, x minus -2. 2 negatives become a positive. And that's it for that one. Sound okay? Let's flip the page. Okay, here's another graph. You have to find the slope, pick a point, then write the equation in point-slope form. Okay, let me pick some points here. And I'll pick those right there. We're going up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Even if you pick 2 over 2, you're going to reduce that to 1. Now we'll pick a point. I'll just pick that one there since I already had picked it before. Oops, sorry. That is the point 4.